Hello everyone, Henry's here. In this video, we're diving into my first championship meeting Taurus Cup final. Most ridiculous upset that I ever seen. We'll go over what happened, reflect on the first championship meeting, and I'll share some key tips to help you prepare to win the future championship meeting. So stick around to the end, you will not regret it. Now let's jump into the match, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, let's go. Okay, no late start, that's good. Oh no. Rushed. Okay. Good skill triggers. Okay, anchor. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, 2. Okay, 6. 6 is good. Iron. No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, the iron's probably not gonna trigger. But as long as the red ship triggers, I should be fine. Okay. That's a great precision for the final corner. Well, let's go. Okay, red ship. Red ship. Let's go. Oh, she's moving up. She's moving up. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Woo. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, easy win, easy dub. Let's go, let's go. Ah, we got this. Easy platinum. Okay, triumph celebration. Oh, it's too easy, man. Too easy. Too easy. What? What? No, no. No. What the heck? No. What? What happened? What? What? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? No. What the heck? No. She was like so far up ahead. Oh my gosh. What? How did I lose? What? She doesn't even have any acceleration. No red shift. How did I lose to this? I've 1000 stamina. Did my swing not trigger? My iron didn't trigger. My triumphant pulse didn't trigger. So these are basically useless. Man, if I had a golden recovery instead, oh man. This never happened to me. I spectated like 20 matches. She never ran out of stamina. And he had lower stamina than me. Okay, here's a replay video. Let me try to figure out what happened. Yeah, got freaking rush over here. Oh my god, her swinging didn't trigger. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That Japanese player was right all along. Uma Musume is a wit game. The simulation literally gives him 0% chance of winning. 0%. It was impossible for him to win. Okay, but my less pump to iron and the triumphant pulse didn't trigger, so let's try removing those. Even without those skills, I still should have won. The only way I could have lost was if all of these happened at the same time. My swinging maestro not proccing, my gold ship getting rushed, and running into multiple stamina debuffer at the same time. I have to say my wit is pretty low, but with 266 wit, I have about 66% chance to trigger swinging maestro. That means 34% chance I'm not proccing, but I had more than enough stamina for her to finish the run even if the swinging maestro didn't trigger. And the gold ship getting rushed was around 20% chance. That's the total 7% chance of both swinging maestro failing and my gold ship getting rushed. And even then, I had another ace. My ogre cap is also stronger than her, but for some reason she got stuck on the back of the race and didn't trigger her red shift. Crazy RNG. Well, that's enough moping. How was your first champions meeting? Some of you probably grabbed that platinum title. Huge congrats, by the way. Other people like me might be bummed that you're maybe the only one in your club without a shiny new title. I feel for you. It stinks, but don't let it get you down. RNG screws us all the time. That's just the nature of horse racing for you. No matter how much you grind or how perfect your Umas are, once the race starts, all you can do as a trainer is to just watch from the sideline and pray for the best outcome. Look at Mr. Poke, for example. Nobody that I know grinded harder than this guy for this championship meeting. And even RNG still got in. Maybe this is a lesson to never bet real money on the actual horse racing. Even Urzi, the genius JP veteran behind the amazing Uma Musume reference document, he also got second place on Taurus Cup. By the way, some people thought that I was calling him out on my last video, but that's not true. I have nothing but utmost respect for this guy for creating this amazing document that is over 100 pages long. RNG can feel terrible when he screws us, but it's what makes every race unique. If Uma Musume was just a way of where the biggest spenders always won, it would be quite boring to play. Fortunately, with the right info, efforts and planning, and a little bit of luck, you can still compete with the whale. Losing the first champions meeting isn't the end. There are many more to come. We have one champions meeting every month, sometimes even two, due to the global accelerated schedule. The next one, Gemini Cup, has already been confirmed to be happening in just a couple of days. The first couple were always going to be brutal because we're so early in the game, but it will get easier over time. So here are 3 tips that could help you dominate the future champions meeting. We're only a few weeks into a post-launch, so our Sparks pool can be very disappointing. And for our very first champions meeting, not only we needed to build our 3 Umas that we'll be using for this champions meeting, but we also had to build their parents and grandparents. Yes, it's possible to borrow some of the Umas for less Sparks farming, but we are only limited to 3 borrows per day. And due to the accelerated schedule, we only have 57 days to farm compared to 70-ish days in Korea. And that's not all. KR had 5 borrows per day from the very beginning. If we also had that from day 1, it would have made our work so much easier. And right now, even with the borrows, the quality of the Umas that we can borrow can be quite lacking. You guys probably heard that Affinity is tied to inspiration. This is the % chance for the base inheritance from parents during the inspiration events. The inheritance rate for grandparents is about half of these values. As you can see, the base inheritance rate for red are pretty awful. That's why you rarely saw those medium sparks rarely triggers. Higher affinity can boost this percentage up to 3 to 4 times. So how do we raise this affinity? Some Umas naturally buy based on their similarities. For example, long distance runners tends to be more friendly with the other long distance runners. And there's some Umas who are naturally just friendly with everyone. And there's Umas like Haru Urara, who nobody seems to really like. You can also boost the score by running overlapping G1, G2, and G3 races. This gets patched in the 2nd anniversary to only count G1 races, but for now, every G1, G2, and G3 races will count for 1 additional affinity. So when you pick out the borrows, don't just look at what kind of sparks that they have. Look to make sure that you have at least double circle, which means that your total affinity is greater than 150. Better yet, look at their career info to see how many races that they won and if you have any overlapping race. Even if they have good spark, don't borrow Umas like this with a low number of win. It doesn't matter how good their spark is if it doesn't get passed down. Instead, borrow a unit that has both good spark and a high win number like my Ogre Cap. After my last video, my follow list got full real quick. I know that a lot of people were disappointed. I'm planning on making a Discord server soon where people can come in and ask me to free up some spots for them. So stay tuned. I know this all sounds very complicated, but for now, you can just look at the affinity circle and don't take anything less than a double circle. Eventually, as the time passes, we'll have a good pull-up sparks built, and the quality of the borrow Umas will also go up as more people figure out that the number of race won matters. Soon in the future, we won't have to worry about having to farm new parents for every single champions meeting. Oh, the next champions meeting is on mile distance? No problem, just grab your best 2 veteran Umas with mile sparks and start farming for your ace right away. And this will get better as we invest more time in the future. Even with the perfect parents Umas, you need that one perfect run with the right stats, distance, and skills to build your ace. Without the meta MLB SSR cards, this can be a slog. Especially on champions meeting like the Gemini Cup, with the humongous stat requirements. MLB cards make runs much more consistent. While it might be possible to get similar stat with a lower limit break card, instead of 10 to 20 tries, it might take 50 to 100 tries if you're unlucky. I know there are a lot of trainers who'd rather pull on Umas than spending your carrots on the support cards, but if you can max out your favorite Umas, you will keep losing race. and that will make her very sad. And you don't want her to cry, don't you? I'm not telling you to give up on every Uma banner, so you can pull on every meta support cards. But I'm telling you to maybe do some balanced approach where you do a little bit of each. And having these meta MLB support cards will make your training less stressful and more enjoyable too. And once you're already in prep, I'll recommend you to reference the various resources provided by the content creators to help you plan out for the future champions meeting. For example, on my timelines, I list out all the champions meetings with the recommended stats and recommended units based off data gathered from the Korean champions meetings. I would love to make a full-out video guide for the future champions meeting, but I currently have other videos planned. But from what I've seen so far, I found Charles from Victoria Frontiers wants to be very helpful. The videos from Mumu Counts are also very good. And Rednew's video for the Gemini Cup was also very good. But definitely my favorite one was by the channel name 71M3. His videos for Champions Meeting Guides has tons of information for you to help you prepare. Please subscribe and support him so you can afford to get a new microphone. And another tool that I like to use is the skill chart portion of the simulator. After you're done learning your key skills, but you have some points left over, you can use this tool to search for the skills that could benefit you the most with the amount of points you have left. You can look at this value out of all the potential skills that you can learn. You can choose to learn the one that gives you the most length. One thing to keep in mind is that instead of learning these double circles, it might be better to just learn 2 single circles instead. They're worth around the same amount of points, but will give you better benefits. And remember, these resources and guides are to help you to achieve your goals, to do well in Champions Meeting. But depending on the player levels and their support cards, it might be impossible to reach this kind of goals. But that's okay. And not everyone has time to farm 10 to 20 runs per day. Even I wasn't able to get a medium S on my gold ship for the last Champions Meeting, even though I recommended it. Not because I didn't know the importance, I just simply was not able to get one on time. And because I thought she was good enough to win the final. And to my defense, she totally was. She just got unlucky. We try our best, but in the end of the day, you just have to run with it, with the best what you have. And for those who couldn't even make it to the final round and got disqualified, don't feel too bad, because the round structure-wise, this was the hardest Champions Meeting to make it to the final. Compared to the Taurus Cup, starting at Gemini Cup, it will be much easier for you to make it to the final round. Although the amount of win that you have to get is the same for the Group A final, it will be much easier for you to make it to the Group B final, starting at Gemini Cup with the new round structure. And the amount of rewards that we get during the final will also increase, so make sure you continue to participate in the future Champions Meeting. There you have it. These were some of my tips that I have for the upcoming Champions Meeting. And you guys might think, what's the point of listening to tips from someone who doesn't even have the platinum title? Yeah. Feel free to make fun of me at the comment below. The main purpose of this video was to let other people like me know that it's not the end of the world and we'll have more chance in the future and it's going to be all right. Even though my team didn't end up winning, I'm very grateful of my team that they were able to make it to the final round. And even if you didn't win this Champions Meeting, Taurus Cup, next year we'll have another chance to redeem ourselves when the Taurus Cup comes back for the rerun on 2026. Even though we're done with the first Champions Meeting, make sure you keep track of the units that you used for the first Champions Meeting. It will be a good snapshot for the future self to look at the history of the different Ace Umas that you used during the Champions Meeting. In the future update, we'll have more of these icons, which we can mark our veteran units. You will also be able to put a short notes on the unit to better keep track of your important units. So how did your first Champions Meeting go? Did you end up winning? Or did you end up losing just like me? Let me know in the comment below. And if you haven't, watch my previous video where I go over the must pull banners, also talk about the upcoming Champions Meetings. If you found this video to be helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a handsome day. Bye bye.